No, it was time. It was at, yeah. Good. Good evening, everyone. We're going to start the April 7th, 7 p.m. regular board meeting to order. Secretary, call the roll, please.
Reyes,
Here.
Valencia,
Here.
Johnson,
Here.
Lavshay,
Here.
Cifuentes,
Here.
Olivas,
Here.
Moreno.
Here. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we're going to move on to the next section, public comment, and we have no public comment. So moving on to communications from the superintendent, Dr. Halverson.
Thank you, Board President Cifuentes. Our first item tonight at 4A is our student board member report from Zion. So if Zion could come up to give the report for this board meeting, we'd appreciate it. Thanks, Zion.
We have an exciting set of events planned for May as we approach AP exams and the end of the year. Our seniors will have the opportunity to attend an overnight Six Flags trip with their peers alongside prom towards the end of May. Our students will also be celebrated with the Fine Arts Festival on May 2nd, along with a night to celebrate our students with a Seal of Biliteracy and a night for our top 10% of seniors. Additionally, we held a Map Fest for all students who met their reading or math goals, who were excused from the 8th period class to celebrate in the field house with snacks and games. Finally, we'll have an honors night to celebrate all our students' achievements after seniors take their final exams. This week, our junior class council is hosting a de-stress day to support students as they return from spring break and approach final exams. This Friday, we will also have an East-West alumni basketball game hosted at West Aurora. Our sports teams have been doing well too. Our volleyball team kicked off their first ever season last month, and our track team has finished off their indoor season with their first outdoor meet this week and their senior night being held soon. Our National Honor Society created hospice blankets and also is planning to volunteer at the library to create reading kits and repackage Legos. Our Science National Honor Society has helped at STEM nights held at Magnet and Gates, helping run activities and serve as positive role models. As you can see, we have many events for students to stay engaged and be celebrated as we approach the end of the year. Thank you.
Zion, thank you very much for sharing everything awesome that's going on at East Aurora High School. Truly appreciate it. Next, we're going to move on to our community relations report. So if I could have Miss Brittany Walker come up, we've got a special recognition this evening. So I'm going to turn it over to Miss Walker.
Everyone. All right, tonight we have East Aurora High School senior Dale Jeremiah, known as DJ Robinson. He's receiving an international recognition for his academic achievements and leadership. DJ was honored at the 2026 Yes I Can Award for Academics from the Council of Exceptional Children, one of just 2 students recognized in the academics category across the United States and Canada. DJ's voice can be heard throughout East High as he delivers the morning announcements. He's also active in organizations including National Honor Society, National Society of High School Scholars, and mentoring programs that support students' leadership and engagement. He's also an active member of the NAACP, where he served as a delegate at the 2025 Illinois State Conference. Earlier this year, DJ was also awarded the 2026 MLK Character Award in Aurora, recognizing his outstanding academics, leadership, and commitment to community service. DJ and his mother, who is here with him tonight, along with lots of family and friends, recently returned from the CEC convention in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they joined other students and families on a panel to share their educational journey with an audience of educators, including teachers, counselors, and case managers. Their presentation highlighted the importance of advocacy, support systems, and inclusive education in helping students succeed. The CEC Award sponsors, Einstein Advocates, also plan to keep the celebration going by funding a local reception here in Aurora. Board members and all our D131 administration will receive those details as they are finalized, but I'd like everyone to help me recognize DJ Robinson. All right. So if I can have him take a picture, he brought his award. And we are also giving you a certificate of recognition from the board. You're welcome. So I'm gonna have you put your hand right over here. All right. Come on this side. Oh, you're fine. You can stay there. I'm gonna have, I can't see. There you go. Perfect. All right, ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Nothing from you, Dr. Engel, over there. All right, and I think the family want to join. Is it okay if we have family join? Thank you. Oh, yeah. I'm always over, yeah.
Bring him up. Come on, let's do it. Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, I got it.
All right. Congratulations, DJ.
Congratulations.
And the pictures shown above are a lot of pictures sent from mom from the event. So they had a great time in Salt Lake City.
Congratulations again, DJ. Thank you for making East Aurora so proud. We truly appreciate you. Next, that one's going to be hard to follow. We're going to move on to 4C, which is a motion to approve the IHSA membership renewal from July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. And this is an annual renewal that we must do in order to be an IHSA school, an Illinois High School Athletic Association school in the state. It's a formality. It actually falls on the same date we did it last year. So any questions from the board with that? If not, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Any questions again? All right, secretary, call the roll, please.
Valencia,
Yes.
LaShay,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Reyes,
Yes.
Moreno.
Yes.
Cefuentes.
Yes.
Rivas.
Yes.
Thank you. Next, moving on to 4D, we have a motion to accept the 2024-2025 independent financial audit. Last board meeting before spring break, we went through this, but we moved rather quickly and we forgot to actually take a vote on it. I'll take the blame on that one. I'll have the big shoulder to take the blame. We won't look at anybody else up here on the board for that one, but if we could get a motion to approve the 2024-2025 independent financial audit, or if there are any questions with that.
So move.
Second.
All right, with no questions, secretary, call the roll, please.
Valencia,
Yes.
Cefuentes.
Yes.
Reyes,
Yes.
LaShay.
Yes.
Olivas.
Yes.
Moreno.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on to 4E, we have our district update and we have an energy update. So if you remember our last board meeting, we talked about going out to bid for the energy to make sure that we could try and get the best prices as possible. And when we went through that process, I actually had the opportunity to step into Dr. Engel's office to observe as they were going through. It's something pretty neat, pretty entertaining overall, but I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Engel and he can provide an update and also introduce our guest speaker to let us know where we landed for the next couple of years here.
All right, I got Becky Thompson here from Nania. She's going to go through our results of our reverse bid for our natural gas and electricity.
Outstanding. Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's great to see you all again. Somehow it's later in the year and colder today than it was last time I was here. So I don't know what's going on with that. But yes, on March 19th, we conducted the live reverse energy auctions for both natural gas and electricity. The energy market has continued to be extremely exciting. Every day is a new day. So I'm really glad that we were able to get the approval and conduct those auctions. They were incredibly successful, even given the volatile market. So what we see here, every single little dot that you see plotted on that graph is a representation of a bid that was received from a supplier. So in all, we got just shy of 240 bids from 12 different unique pre-qualified suppliers over the course of 31 minutes. So our auctions typically, they start at 15 minutes, but in the last 2 minutes, any new bid that is received resets that timer to 2 minutes. So it keeps anyone from hanging out in the weeds and kind of sniping it last second. If you've ever had that happen to you on eBay, you know what I'm talking about. So with that, that means that we elongated and extended the auction multiple times due to the increased competition. And so it was 31 minutes long, which is incredible. For every extension, that means that this district was saving themselves money on a commodity and a large operating cost. In total, this was 5 times the number of quotes that you would have received in a traditional RFP. So that's why we go through this process. And so ultimately, the district selected a 3-year term with Aggressive Energy. If we go to the next slide, even though the market had continued to be volatile, so we had the qualification rates from March 9th, and then we got the approval at the March 16th board meeting, I believe. And then we conducted the actual auctions on the 19th. So 10 days of this current Middle Eastern conflict had occurred from when we got the qualifying rates to when we conducted the auction. And yet the rate that you received on the 3-year term was still below the qualifying rates from 10 days prior. So that just kind of speaks to the effectiveness of this competition of bringing everyone in. So we were extremely happy with the results. And on the previous page, there is a hyperlink, and I believe you have that in the board packet as well. So you can actually go and see the live platform if you wanted to kind of toggle around with it. So very, very successful auction with the electricity. It actually ran over because it went so long. The electricity was still going on when the natural gas started, if we want to go to the next slide. And natural gas just has fewer suppliers in the state. There's fewer participants, but still over 100 bids for natural gas, which we don't really see that often. It was pretty incredible to witness from 6 unique suppliers. Again, even with the volatile market, and I think on the day that we ran the auction was new news coming out of Qatar and some of the ongoing conflict. The auction, again, still extended up to 20 minutes. So this was 4 times the quotes that we normally receive in a traditional natural gas RFP. And with everything going on, evaluating the risk, I think we talked about this last time. Energy procurement is an insurance policy for one of your largest operating costs. It's one of the unique opportunities that a district has to secure some operational costs where there are a lot of things that are very volatile and kind of change year to year. The upside risk right now, especially on natural gas, far exceeds any downside risk. The effects of the current geopolitical conflicts are not yet even realized in the outer markets. So with all of that taken under consideration, the district actually selected the 5-year term at a rate of about 48 cents a therm, which is pretty remarkable. If we think back to like the Russia-Ukraine conflict in 2022, the default energy prices for natural gas at that time were about $1.25. So if we start to see prices elevate to that level, like we saw in previous events that we're currently experiencing, this will be a massive cost avoidance for the district for a long term that allows your business office to plan, have some price security, but most importantly, this is an insurance policy for your utility cost. So with this, we were just a smidge over those pre-qualifying rates because of the volatility, but it was still remarkably close considering how much we had seen. I've been seeing intraday shifts of about 10 to 20% throughout this conflict. So the fact that we were able to get that close and that great of a rate for a long term, you could see that it was actually, the 5-year term was actually a better rate than the 3 and the 4-year, which doesn't quite make sense to me when you're thinking of from a risk perspective. So I thought that this was also a really, really great option for the district to secure long-term cost avoidance. And those are the results. This was just in there to kind of remind us all. I think we had covered this in the prior board meeting, but just the spikes that we want to avoid. And so regardless of what happens in the energy market, regardless of what kind of events transpire, with your fixed energy costs that you have secured through this procurement methodology, your rates will remain static for that term. Any questions for me?
No questions from me. Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, thank you all again and congratulations.
Thank you,
Thank
Becky.
you.
Appreciate it. Final 2 items I have, just a couple updates for the board. ACT is taking place this week. This week, our high school juniors will take the ACT with writing, which includes tests in English, mathematics, reading, science, and writing on Wednesday, April 8th. Students in grades 9 will participate in the pre-ACT 9 Secure, and those in grades 10 will participate in the pre-ACT Secure each of which includes tests in English, mathematics, reading, and science on Thursday, April 9th. So just a quick reminder that we do have the ACT and pre-ACT coming up this week. And then also, I just wanted to highlight our STEM Ignition Community Day. I'd like to invite the board and the community members to join us for an exciting evening as our students showcase projects they have worked on this year as part of the STEM Ignition program, STEM Ignition after school program. It'll be in the East Aurora High School Field House from 5:30 to 7 p.m. on Friday, April 17th. And that concludes my report.
All right, thank you. All right, moving on to section 5, motion to approve the following consent agenda as listed.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? Secretary, call the roll, please.
Cefuentes,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Valencia,
Yes.
Olivas,
Yes.
Lache,
Yes.
Reyes,
Yes.
Moreno.
Yes.
All right, moving on to Finance and Personnel Committee with Ms. Reyes.
Thank you, Mr. Cifuentes. Good evening, everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. The Finance and Personnel Committee meeting met earlier today at 5:30 here at the Admin Center. And I will have a report at the following board meeting on Monday, May 4th, 2026 at 5:30 p.m. And I have no action items.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Moving on to Curriculum and Programs Committee with Mr. Olivas.
Thank you. I try to make my report as briefly as possible. We had a lot going on at our last curriculum meeting. We had our Krug Elementary School Improvement Plan summary. They went over the mission and vision. They went over their math percentage for IR, which was 7.7%. MAP was at 31.4. The reading result for IR was 11.3. MAP was at 21.1%. Their attendance was at 92.4, and their behavior referrals was at 9.1. Their goals include increase the percentage of students meeting or exceeding grade level expectation in literacy and math by 5% across all reported groups, demographics, or measured by IAR. The school will foster a culture of belonging by 80%, measured by sense of belonging student survey. We also had a presentation by the Hermans Elementary School. They went over the mission and vision. Their math IAR percentage was at 13.5. MAP was at 23.9. Reading IAR was at 20.3%, and MAP was at 14.2. Their attendance was at 91.9, and their behavior referral was at 9.8. Their goals also include increasing the percentage of students meeting or exceeding grade level expectation in literacy and math by 5% across all reported groups, demographics as measured by IAR. The school will also foster a culture of belonging by fewer than 20% of all students are identified as chronically absent as measured by end of year attendance records in alignment with state reporting guidelines. Brady also had their presentation on school improvement. They went over their mission and vision. Their math IAR was at 14%. MAP was at 38%. Reading IR was at 13%, and MAP was at 21% for English dominant and 34% for Spanish dominant. Their attendance was at 93.2. Behavior referral was at 13%. Their goals include increased percentage of students meeting or exceeding grade level expectations in literacy and math by 5% across all reported groups, demographics as measured by IAR. The school will also foster a culture of belonging by 92% of all students will receive 0 referrals as measured by Synergy. We also had a presentation on pilot for high school math for algebra, geometry, and algebra 2 that aligns with modern standards and students' needs. The total projected cost for 6 years is $348,657.60. Items are available to review here at the Admin Center via door 1 during normal hours. The recommendation will be here at the next school board meeting for approval. We also had a presentation on Panorama platform. This will transition to only one platform to maintain data that will help with MTSS process. The license covers comprehensive surveys for students, staff, and families. The cost is $75,175 covered via grant for a 12-month contract. The recommendation will come to the board on April 20th. We also had a presentation on Ukiru system that offers a model grounded in trauma-informed practices, minimizes the need for physical contact. The cost for this will be $38,060 and is funded via grant. This item was approved at the last board meeting on March 16. As a whole, the attendance for the overall enrollment for the district was 11,726 as of March 9th. The average attendance for the district was at 88.12% as of March 6th. The meeting got adjourned at 6:46. I do have a motion item. Item 7B1, motion to approve the purchase of Teacher Curriculum Institute resources for middle school social studies for 6 years in the amount of $278,471.60.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Secretary, call the roll, please.
Reyes,
Yes.
LaShay,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Valencia,
Yes.
Cefuentes.
Yes.
Moreno,
Yes.
Olivas.
Yes. And our next curriculum meeting will be here at the Admin Center on Monday, April 20th at 6 p.m. And that concludes my report. Back to you, Mr. Cefuentes.
All right, thank you. Moving on to Building and Grounds Committee with Mr. Loveshay.
Thank you. We had our meeting tonight, and I will have a full report at the next board meeting. Our next meeting is Monday, May 4th at 6 o'clock right here. Back to you, President Cefuentes.
All right, thank you. No further action items. We'll go to executive session for the purpose of discussing land acquisition, negotiations, pending litigation, and the appointment, employment, performance, compensation, and dismissal of a specific employee.
So moved.
Second.
Secretary, call the roll, please.
LaShay,
Yes.
Reyes,
Yes.
Olivas.
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Moreno,
Yes.
Cefuentes.
Yes.
Valencia.
Yes.
And there will be action. Of notice.
Thank you.
All right, I'll start over. Motion to approve the resolution authorizing issuance of notice of remedial warning to Jessica Bundra, a tenured teacher in the district.
So move.
Second. Any questions?
No.
Secretary, call the roll, please.
Johnson,
Yes.
Reyes,
Yes.
LaShay.
Yes.
Cefuentes.
Yes.
Valencia,
No.
Olivas,
No.
Moreno,
Man, I blinked out. Yes.
All right, motion passed. Yep. All right, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Secretary, call the roll, please.
Moreno,
Yes.
Olivas.
Yes.
Cefuentes.
Yes.
LaShay,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Valencia,
Yes.
Reyes.
Yes.
We're adjourned.